everybody. Welcome back once again. It's a Wednesday night edition of Inside the Headset. Going to roll over to Ray Hughes Stadium in the Oakland community. Going to talk to my good buddy, Kevin Creasy. How you doing tonight, Coach?
Doing good, Stuart.
Well, I just got off the phone with Rick Rice, and we talked about that game you played against Rockville, and had a chance to get some of the twos and threes and several of your players in. But talk to us a little bit about the game at Rockville and what went well for maybe some of the guys that you normally don't get in the game, but you get a chance to get them up under the lights, Coach, and maybe your ones. Just take me through it.
Yeah, real happy to get some younger guys in. Our JV had a couple games canceled on them here lately, so it was big for the younger guys to get in and do well. And it was a pretty good game. To start off and give Coach Rice credit. He had his guys ready to roll and had a good game plan. And then all of a sudden, their youth kind of took over. It was a deal where, in a couple of years, I think Rockville is going to have it rolling. And if people would just be patient, I think they're doing the right things over there. And got some really good coaches and really impressed with what they've done with some young guys on their squad.
Well, Coach, it puts you at 5-0, 6-0. Where are you with the COVID and everything piled up? What does this put you at?
I'm not sure, really. I think maybe, I don't know, maybe 6-0. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
There's some asterisks out there. I know that.
Well, you had Hendersonville, and then you had Kenwood. You had the Kenwood, which was a COVID, and then you played Siegel, and then you played Stewart's Creek, and then you played Cookville, and then you played Rockville. So, really, you've played. You played 5 games. You won all 5 of them, and picked up a COVID win. So, really, you're 5.5, I would say, if you really want to get down to it. And
well, I guess we got a COVID win against Blackman this week. Then we've also picked up a game. I'm not real sure how all that works, but it should be a good game Friday.
Well, and speaking of that, so you come out. How did you come out injury-wise, Coach?
We've got a few guys that are going through some things right now, but they'll be all right in time.
Have you been able to clean up a little bit of the penalty? Some of the things you was a little concerned about. Was you able to get that a little bit cleaned up against Rockville?
Actually, we had a penalty first play of the game, but after that, we did really well. So, yeah, it was a point of emphasis, but a little frustrating to have won the first play of the game. So, definitely still room for improvement.
Well, let's close the chapter on Rockville. Now you can let the cat out of the bag. You're going to load up and going over to Williamson County. And I've been over there. I've been to that stadium. Had some really good football games there, but you got a chance to pick up a game because of the Blackman game, and I just talked to Coach Hartsfield. They are in quarantine, so you could have had a loss there technically and just stayed at home, but or a win and them take a loss. Excuse me, you get the win. And but technically, you decided to play, and you're going against Brentwood and the Brentwood Bruins, and this is a good matchup. Oakland against Brentwood, and been a while since these two have played, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. It's before I got here, so it's been at least 6 years ago. I don't know when they played. It's been a while, but I know they used to play. I think we played maybe 4 times all time against each other, but it has been a while.
I did talk to Coach McDaniel. He let the cat out of the bag because he's got a little kin going on there with Coach Crawford. But, so you get this game and you trade with these guys. Talk to me a little bit about Brentwood, Coach. Let's scout Brentwood. What do you like about these guys?
Well, I got to see them today. That's what's so weird about it. You usually start preparing on, a Saturday or something, Sunday, but here we are Wednesday, and I got to watch some film on them today, and I think we traded around lunchtime, and Man, the thing stands out. They've got a heck of a defense, of course, well coached, and their quarterback is phenomenal. I mean, they've got a couple of SEC players that are really good too. But man, you got to look at their quarterback first whenever you're trying to figure out how they're winning all their ball games. And that dude's just a competitor. He's tough and makes plays throwing it, makes plays running it, and just an impressive high school football player.
I like this game for you, Coach, because even though there is a chance for a loss anytime you go out and play, but you want a taste of that other side to see what's over there, don't you? If you get a shot at it, you want to taste to see how good it is and what they got, because you get a sizing up, as it goes, won't you?
Yeah, I think it's a good measuring stick. Anytime you go against Coach Crawford, you're going against a well-coached team, and they're going to exploit some of your weaknesses, and we definitely need that.
When you go into a game like this,
playing a team with this many seniors, I think they've got a lot of seniors starting for them. I think it's good for us, and I tell you, win or lose, this game's going to be really good for us. It's just what the doctor ordered, sitting there with 2 weeks off before you even get ready to play a Riverdale for potentially the region championship. That's not exactly what you want. So at least we get on the field. We're lucky to, have a season. We're lucky we're not quarantined. There's some people that aren't getting to play. So let's just go out and play. I mean, at the end of the day, somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose. That's kind of both me and Coach Crawford's attitudes. The best thing is, our guys are going to get to play, and that's what we've done all this practice for and working out and stuff. So we're just happy to get on the field, and I think it's a quality opponent, and it's going to be a great environment, and we're just lucky that we even found a game.
So what do you like about this? What do you try to do? I mean, Coach, tomorrow, normally is a walkthrough, so that's Thursday. So, and you can, I think you can practice, 2.5 hours if you want to. So I'm sure it won't be a walkthrough. And it won't be a full contact. But how much stuff we go over, and then some of this stuff. If they play a 4-2-5, they play a 4-2-5. If they play a 3-3 stack or whatever they play, some of it's interchangeable. But just to let us look a little bit underneath your mind. What do you do? What's your first card going out tomorrow afternoon, knowing what you know?
Well, that's the thing about it. They're kind of unfamiliar to us. We don't really even have common opponents, I don't think. But likewise, we're pretty unfamiliar to them, I'm sure. So we're both going through the same things. Nobody's going to make excuses. At the end of the day, we both agreed to play. We're going to do a walkthrough like we always do on Thursdays.
Okay.
Helmets, and it's not a common walkthrough. Ours, we get a lot out of it. We cover a lot of stuff, but we're happy to do a Thursday walkthrough. We were planning on practicing Thursday and Friday, and coming back and doing a little bit more on fall break. But we get to actually play a contest. So we're not sketching up any new plays or anything like that. We're both probably going to do what we do and let players make plays and see what happens. I think it's one of those deals where, unfortunately, we didn't get to really prepare like everybody wants to, but we're both in the same boat, but we're both happy enough to have a game that we're just going to let these guys play it out.
I like Coach Crawford. I like this matchup. Any TV or any way we can, the public can get a view of this, or since this throw together game, I wonder if there's any way to get it. I'm going out to Rock Vegas, or I'd be happy to come over and do it, but I've agreed already to go to Rockville. But hopefully somebody will be able to get a little piece of it up. Maybe Craig will run over and get a video or something on his phone. I don't know, but
I'm not sure. I think 104.5 may be carrying it on the radio, but I don't even know if it's on. I don't know if it's on TV or not, to tell you the truth.
Well, Coach, we wish you the best of luck, and I really, really, I'm like you. I like this matchup. Can't wait to hear more about it. And before we go, how's my buddy Kyler doing?
Kyler and them were off this week, but they had a big win last week over Smyrna Middle School. threw a touchdown pass, so he's fired up about that. And, I think if things go right, they've got one more regular season game, and I think they may start the playoffs. I'm not real sure, but the playoffs are right around the corner after fall break.
And Coach, take the daddy out of it, but how's he done this year? And as far as him coming along and playing, I mean, what's his biggest thing he needs to work on in the off season to get better?
Yeah, well, I hope he grows a little bit. That's what he's ticked off about. He's kind of late bloomer like myself, so he's a wiry little 101 pounder out there running around with the guys that got some facial hair so far. So that's never good. It's not a good thing. But he's a scrapper, so we just need to get him to grow a little bit more. Make sure that he develops like he's been developing. I think he's got two of the best middle school coaches around. Scott Thomas, my Coach Tyler Edie, does a really good job with them. And, not just teaching them football, but, getting them rough and ready and being tough on them and hard on them. And I think that's awesome. You don't get enough of that in our society nowadays. So it's been a great experience for them, and they've got a tough opponent in Blackman Middle School coming up. Both of them are undefeated, and that's in a couple weeks. So, there's a lot about this season that still hadn't been written yet.
You know what Coach Ab said about Tyler Edie when he was playing. You know what Coach Ab? He said, "Let me tell you something. That kid's dirty. He's a dirty football player. That is a dirty, dirty football player on the line."
Well, that's a compliment for an offensive lineman.
Well, but that's what Coach Ab said. He said, "Man, that guy, dirty stork, dirty." Anyway, Coach, have a good one, and we wish you the best of luck, and we wish you a great fall break. And can't wait to hear more about that game and that score coming in Friday night against the Brentwood Bruins, and that'll be over at their house.
Should be interesting for sure.
All righty, take care. Bye.
All right, see.